Namaskar students. Today we'll be learning about our new topic distance time graph in the chapter motion and time. What is a distance time graph? A distance time graph is a graph that is drawn with on the one axis we will be taking distance and on other axis we are going to take time. Now this plotting of the graphs in the two variable quantities, it tells us how the object is moving, whether the object is showing uniform motion or non-uniform motion. Now what when the object is moving at a constant speed, it is said to be in uniform motion. But if the object is moving at a varying speed which is not constant, then that object is said to be in a non-uniform motion. Now in a distance time graph, distance is considered on the y-axis, that is the vertical one, and the time is considered on the x-axis, that is horizontal one. Here you can see the two graphs. If the object is moving with a uniform motion, then you are going to get a straight line graph. But in case of non-uniform motion, here you can see the graph is not straight line. Now the most important thing here is choosing the most appropriate scale. So how to choose the scale? Determine the maximum to be taken on each axis. Divide this maximum quantity into smaller parts so that it becomes easy for you to mark the points. The number of equal parts to be taken depends upon the amount of data available. Now it depends what is available to you in the question. Now for example, in the above diagram, here you can see here the distance scale has been taken in terms of 1 centimeter on the y-axis is equal to 10 centimeter. But on the time axis we have 1 centimeter equal to 1 minute. But in this second graph you can see distance is 1 meter on 1 centimeter y-axis. On x-axis we have chosen 1 centimeter equals to 5 seconds. So here we can say that the scale varies depending upon the data which is available to you in the question. Like here, car moving from point A to F through B, C, D, E. Now they have given you the data, the distance is given to you, the time taken is given, and they have calculated the speed. Now by this observation of the speed, you can find that the object or the car was continuously changing the speed. It is sometimes increasing or sometimes decreasing. That means the object is moving with non-uniform motion. The graph we have obtained is somehow like this. So when we are drawing a graph, we need to first of all choose the axis, x and y, label the axis, label the units, choose an appropriate scale, then mark the readings and join all the respective points what you have obtained, and then you will obtain a graph. Now how to do the calculation of slope? Slope of the graph instant. Higher is the slope, greater is the speed. So how to do this calculation? Simply divide distance with time. The formula for the speed is distance divided by time. So here also in the graph you need to take the value which distance has been travelled in whatever amount of time, and the slope can be calculated. Here like this, at point A, they have taken the distance AX divided by OX. This is the slope. If I need to find slope at point B, this is BY divided by OY. So here I can say the slope of the first slope, slope 1 is greater than slope 2 is greater than slope 3. It can be done by simply putting the values from the rate by the time. So distance divided by time gives us the slope. You could get graphs. Like first graph is showing you object in uniform motion. Second graph here is showing you there is no change in the distance. That means the object is at rest. Time is increasing but the distance is not increasing. In the third graph you can see the object is moving with a non-uniform motion, and the same thing is this is also showing you object in non-uniform motion. So today we have learned about two types of motion. Motion is something when an object is changing its position. Now if this object is changing the position with a constant speed, it comes to as uniform motion. There we get a straight line graph. But in case of non-uniform motion, the graph is never a straight line. For calculation of slope, first you need to draw the graph. At any point where you want to calculate this slope, you can divide the distance with time and the slope can be calculated. Thank you.